Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm actually really super excited for what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be doing baby names I love but won't be using. I'm assuming that the majority of people who are going to watch this are people who are actually having children. This like title is giving me two truths and a lie kind of vibe. Like, these are names that I love and I won't be using them, but not for the reasons that you think. I'm not using them because I'm like not having a kid, duh. Yeah, these are baby names that I love but I won't be using because I'm not married and I'm not having a kid. If you are somebody who's going to be having a baby, I'm so excited for you, and I really hope that you like some of my names. Anyways, all right, let's just get into it. I know people are like dying to know. Okay, so I think I want to do I want to do all boys, or do I want to do all girls, or do I want to do boy girl? Boy girl. Yeah, we'll start with girls because in my future life, I only want 2 kids and I want a girl and then a boy. So that would be how I would pick them first. Okay. The very first name on here is Olivia. Long story short, Olivia is my middle name and then my first name is my mom's middle name. So I was like, that would be cute, but I don't love the name Olivia, and I only want 2 kids and I only want 1 girl. So if I'm gonna have 1 girl in my whole lifetime, like I don't really know if I want her named Olivia. But at the same time, Olivia is very timeless. I feel like that's not a name where you'll be like, I know exactly how old she is by her name. Like, I feel like there's names that like are trendy, and then I have the 2 spellings. So I of course have the regular like O, and that's how my middle name is spelled, but then I have the A, L-I-V-I-A, because I like that it's different, because Olivia itself is so boring and basic. Okay, next we have, and this one is for a middle name option, but it's Rain. I love the name Rain. If I don't name my kid Rain, like use it in one of their names. If I ever like started a brand or something, like maybe I'd incorporate Rain into it maybe. Next is Haven. Haven is my like #1 name right now. That is the name that I'm just like so obsessed with right now, but I've had a moment with like I think every name on here, so like I'm kind of prepared for Haven to be over and done with in like a month or 2. Okay, next is Jade. I only like Jade spelled like this, J-I-D-E. There was a period of time when I was obsessed with that name, but it was also because I really was like obsessed with J names. I probably wouldn't use it as a first name. I would use it as a middle name though. Okay, next is Percy, and if you can guess, Percy from the Percy Jackson Lightning Thief. I recently rewatched that movie, and I just think it's cute how they call him Percy, and like his name's Percy, but I think it's cuter for a girl to be named Percy. Wait a second. Wait, well maybe I'd name a dog Percy. Yeah, okay. If I'm only gonna have 1 girl, I definitely would not pick Percy, but it'd be cute for a dog. Or even a fish. Okay, next is Phoenix. That one also came from a movie. What movie was it? Okay, it was the second one of Don't Breathe. I don't know if it's called Don't Breathe 2 or if it has its own name. And Phoenix to me is in the same family as Haven. Like, they're both just not basic or generic names. And the next one fits right in, and that's Venus. I love the name Venus, if anybody can guess. Shocker, I watched the movie Richard. It's like, I feel like names like Phoenix and Venus, I just feel like those names are like badass. They don't give off super girly. Okay, next name is Tatum. Okay, if I was gonna make a giant like Venn diagram, I don't really know how to explain it, but like in my head. Okay, next I have Callie / Capri. I put a slash because I would not use them. Like if I had more than 1 girl, I wouldn't use them both. I would just pick one of them. But where did I get Callie and Capri from? Where did I get that from? Next is Marilyn or Mare. I vividly remember watching something or reading something and being like, oh my god, that's really cool, and adding it, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't even know if that's how you say it. I think we're just gonna skip that one. I don't know what I meant by that. Next one on here is Mavis. Obviously Hotel Transylvania. Mavis fits right on the list with Phoenix, Venus, and Haven. But like I can never use any of those in combination. Last name on my girls list is a middle name option, and it's Faye. I'm obsessed with that, and that is another name that if I never used for my children, I would like use to name a brand or something. Okay, that's all that I have for girls. All right, let's move on to boys. I have more boy names, but not a ton more. Ooh, this is so exciting. The name that I'm very obsessed with right now, like right this very moment, it's new, it hasn't been on my list for like even 6 months, but I'm obsessed with it, is Brave. I love it. This might make me weird. Oh my god, I've never thought about this out loud. I've noticed like I'm obsessed with like girl names that are very like in the badass category, but then boy names, I'm obsessed with boy names that are in the like sweetheart, precious category. Like, that's just so precious, and that's how I feel about Brave. Anyways, next one that I love but I cannot use in conjunction is Ever. I think that is the most precious name on planet Earth. There was a family on YouTube I used to watch, and she had a redheaded son named Ender. It might have been Ever. I don't remember, and I loved his name. Next name is Eli, not Elijah, just Eli. I just don't know if Eli could beat out like some of these other names. Then the next name that I like loved literally since I knew baby names existed is River. That's why I'm pretty convinced I'm gonna name my kid River, because I've literally loved that name for like over 10 years now. All these other names on my list have come and gone. Next is Romeo, and people are probably gonna like click off the video when I say that. I love the name Romeo. I just think it's so precious. I thought of Romeo because of is the Beckham's kid named Romeo? I think it is. So David Beckham's son, he has a son named Romeo. They named their son Romeo. I think it's so precious because who's named Romeo? Like literally nobody. He's got to be freaking like a famous rock star to be named Romeo. Like that's amazing. But I just can't picture like a normal person being named Romeo, but I can picture a guy in a band being named Romeo. And I don't want to box my children in like that. Next name is Colin. I don't really like this name, but my dad really liked that name. So I was like, I don't know, if I had a surplus of boys and like want to pay an homage to like my dad, maybe, but like, eh. I also have Rain on here again. I could use it for both. Next I have Riot. I don't know why, but I feel like it's just cool. It's not Wyatt and it's not Beckett. Those weird like nautical. Okay, nautical, I know that means water, but like I'm thinking of that store Nautica mixed with like a Vineyard Vines. It's giving like nautical, like Lily Pulitzer. That's how I feel like names like Wyatt and Beckett. I feel like that's where those names fit. So Riot to me is giving start a riot. Next we have Walker. Walker, meh. I don't know why I put that on here. I don't hate it. I'm also like, I would never use that. Next is Beckham. I just talked about David Beckham. I love the name Beckham. But Beckham's giving suburban white family. No shade. That's amazing. Please use the name Beckham. Okay, next. I'm obsessed with this name. It's Pippin. Like Scottie Pippen. That's where I got the name from. Was literally from just being a fan of Scottie Pippen. And they call him Pip. And it's the most precious thing ever. Yeah, it does kind of sound like a rabbit name, but I love that name. I don't think Pippin would beat out some of these other names, but like I do love that name a lot. Okay, next is Lance. I love the name Lance so much. I just love a good L name. The issue I'm having with Lance is he's giving like stereotypical high school jock who like is not nice. And like I said earlier with the Romeo vibes, I don't want to box my children in. Okay, next we have Baker. Obviously Baker Mayfield, where I heard that name. I don't like Baker Mayfield that much, but I think his name is really cute and they call him Bake. So cute. My very last name is Rhodes. I don't know why I put that name on here, but I think it's really cool. I like it. It's really cute. Wow, that was fairly quick. I'm surprised I got through that quickly. I used to have a list of boy-girl, like if I had twins. If I have boy-girl twins, I'm naming them Mason and Mallory, period, end of story. But yeah, that's it. If anybody made it to the end of this, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I am not married and I'm not having any kids anytime soon. But like, why do you have to fit that criteria to be able to make this type of video? You know what I mean?